Here we go. So, thank you so much for agreeing to talk to me and the students at William Patterson University about ways to add power to their LinkedIn accounts.
It is my pleasure to be here, Sean. I'm very, very excited to share some tips with you and your students. So, what you're seeing is the opening of my profile page on LinkedIn. And this is actually the first thing people see. And what you're wanting to convey is obviously a picture of yourself, a banner that tells people something very unique about you. In my case, I want people to see that one of the things that matters most to me is shaping the future. And that in shaping that future, I take into account vision, I take chances, I plan, support communities is very important to me in developing any ideas that come from whatever type of shaping I'm trying to accomplish for any future.
And so I can see all the great things it says about you. Does all of that add up to try to make like one big argument about you to employers and recruiters?
Yes. So if you see direction is front and center, and there's an arrow going either way, basically meaning I will come in and work in any direction. So I will meet you in the middle and work in any direction. So here you see my name, my preferred pronouns. I happen to have a premium LinkedIn account, which is a paid subscription, which does not need to, you don't need to pay to get the most benefits from LinkedIn. What I have here as president and CEO is what I aspire to become. I created an independent company that gave me the ability to be a president and CEO of my own LLC. Next to that is what I call the value statement. And basically, these are the values that are very important to me and that I bring to any job. So, diversity, equity, and inclusion, strategic leadership, financial management, etc., are things that I am expert in delivering.
Now, I love the way you have written your value statement here. And so, and
Mm-hmm.
right away, what I notice is that it's not in sentences, it's just boiled down to the bare minimum key words. So tell us, why did you choose to do it like this?
So a lot of what recruiters do are look for keywords, and they basically submit through LinkedIn keywords that they're looking for. And if you, instead of writing in sentences, write in keywords what your values are, you're a match. So if a recruiter were looking for, in my case, a chief executive officer that has experience in diversity, equity, and inclusion and crisis management, there would be a match immediately.
Thank you so much. I know we're going to start now. For you, we're going to jump right in with like a makeover for me. But go ahead, tell me, what can I do to add power to my profile?
So looking at your profile, Sean, I have to tell you that your photo is really, really great. You're smiling, you have eye contact. I'm looking at your banner though, and I'm not seeing clearly what you're trying to convey here. I mean, I can see that there are videos. So I really, really like your value statement because it actually says exactly what you do. So if I am a recruiter or if I am an employer and I see what you have here, I know exactly what you can, what I'm, if you meet what I'm looking for. So,
Is there something that this value statement, if there was one argument about you that you hoped it would make to employers and recruiters?
well, the one big takeaway that I want people and recruiters and future employers to see from my value statement is that I am a leader who is very focused on social justice, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and have intersections of work that I can deliver. So anything from administration to people. So that's what I'm hoping for people to see from my value statement. So this is great. Now, the 14 connections, we want to work on that, right? So it is really important based on what career coaches and recruiters recommend to try and have over 500 connections. Because what that tells the public, and by public, I mean the recruiters and future employers, is that you are serious about your professional growth and development and network connection. So the 500 people that I have, for instance, are people that I actually know. And then people that I know are looking to fill positions that I'm looking for. And that would be recruiters and employers. So if I aspire, for instance, in my case, the World Health Organization is an employer that I would love to work for one day. UNICEF is another one. So one important thing to do through connections is not just to connect to the people who work there that may be in your line of work, but more importantly is to follow the organization's pages. Because when you do, that's when you see opportunities being posted. That's when you see things being celebrated, and you can get a better understanding of the culture of the place. And even though in your mind it is the perfect place to work for, you might learn things about the organization that you wouldn't know if you did not follow them.
So if you're a college
Yes,
student, would how about alumni of the college? Would that be good?
Sean, absolutely. As a college student, it is very important for you to find alumni in your alma mater that are in your areas of expertise and you're in the places that you want to work, and actually connect. So it's as simple as hitting connect and sending it blind, or as strategic as saying, hey, I am currently at so and so school. I see that you are at so and so place where I would one day want to intern or have a position. And why have to be something so cumbersome? When you're watching TV or when you're, listening to the news, just open up your profile and start thinking of people that you know in your field that you want to connect to. And literally, it's one click or one sentence if you want to specifically say what you're connecting to them for. I would like an internship. I am interested in a summer job, etc. Other than that, it's just connect, connect, connect. Let's see what else you have. This is excellent. So this feature gives someone looking at your profile a little something more about you, right? It says that here's this professor and he is published. So this is excellent. So if you have things that enhance your value statement, you should feature them. Because now what I'm not seeing here, Sean, is your about section, right? So
I don't have
I
one yet.
I don't.
So
Okay. This is an opportunity for you to showcase what you bring to activities that you do. So it's not just these are the functions that I have accomplished in my work, but this is how I accomplish my work. So basically, it's another opportunity for you to showcase yourself as a human. So if you look at mine, you can see things like, you know, a little bit about my diverse background, growing up as a bilingual woman in the Dominican Republic. You see, keywords that indicate to you again that I value social justice, diversity, etc. So it's something that your resume wouldn't say about you. And provide future employers and recruiters with key value offerings. What do you bring to the table that no one else does? So yeah, we need to get you to get an about section. Well, it's really amazing actually that we bump into activity here with your profile. One of the things recruiters do is look at how engaged you've been. Say me, World Health Organization. A recruiter, if I'm looking for a job there, will go to my activity and immediately do a query to see if I have ever commented on anything that the World Health Organization posted, or if I have been in conversations with one of their employees, because these are all points that add up to someone that actually, quote unquote, cares about the culture of the organization that they're applying to. Let's see your experience. So here I notice you only have one experience, and I know for a fact that you're a seasoned lawyer. So what I'll say here is that because you're a retired lawyer, it makes sense that you only have your academia experience here. However, I think it is important for you to note that you were a lawyer, because again, it's sort of like the featured adds to your value statement. The fact that you worked 4 years and 7 months might say to someone, okay, so that's all your life. So you might want to have an additional bullet there that indicates that you were a lawyer for X number of years and you're retired. That would be important. You need to focus on presenting your experience in value added, so in outcomes form. So not presenting your experience as a list of job functions or skills that you do in your specific job, but more taking the time to think about what is the outcome of function that you did. What value did you there? You doing the things that you were doing based on your title, what value did that add to the outcomes of the things that happened at the place as a result of your work? It is really actually important, funny enough, that you list, as to the best of your ability, for you to try to remember with exactitude when you started a position and when it ended, or what was the exact timeline. Because what this signals to recruiters is that this is actually truth versus an automated template of a resume that you used. So it's really important to take the time to really use the resume as specifically in LinkedIn as a digital business card that speaks truth to your work and the power that you have brought to your work.
Fantastic. So what else should we think about when we're trying to add power to our LinkedIn profiles?
I think if you see that open to button here at the bottom, if you're open to, let me rephrase that. If you are actively looking for work or are open to switching work, you might want to let recruiters know that you're open to work, because what that'll do, it'll signal to the recruiters that they can contact you directly. And I have to say to you, Sean, that 70% of employers go to LinkedIn and 87% of recruiters find their people on LinkedIn. It's basically, you are using the LinkedIn platform to tell your story. And the story that you tell is dependent on you and what job you want to get.